What is good?
What it do?
My bad. Yeah, what's good? Finally. Oh my goodness.
This is a Give podcast part. Which episode are we on?
This is number 5.
This is number 5? Damn.
Yeah, we had the first joint, the second joint, the third joint, the fourth joint, which was with my dad. And then after that, we took like a brief hiatus.
Indeed.
Yeah, just to get our lives together.
But we back.
But we are back, and we're going to keep going.
Not to mention better than ever.
Oh, of course. Yeah, we're we just mentioned that we've acclimated. We've we've gone super. Okay,
we upped the not super. We upped
okay. All right. Okay.
Not quite Super Saiyan 2 yet.
Yeah, we're getting there.
But we got the production value up. You know what I'm saying? We got some new equipment, so we sound better. We didn't have that same makeshift setup we had before. We actually got like microphones and
we was in the garage before.
Man,
now we're upstairs.
We moved upstairs. Man, we came a long way since episode 1.
Which was how long ago? Like technically.
Shit, man, how long was that? That was like
1604 type shit.
What
yeah.
Shit? 1876. No, man, that was like what? August?
Oh man.
August, September? It was like a few months ago. Because we did them like the first few were like every couple weeks.
Yeah.
So up to 4, that's 8 weeks.
8 weeks.
And then like maybe what? 3 weeks a month off?
Yeah. I would say Okay. That's a good.
Yeah, that sounds about right. September or August.
Right. So
because it was warm when we started.
Yeah, so we got to catch y'all up on to what we've been doing in that time. But the first thing I want to really get to is knock out talking about Give, because this is of course the Give podcast. And yeah, so far we've been dancing around Give. We've been giving y'all backstories, where we come from, but we haven't really hit Give on the head. Hit the nail on the head. But yeah, that's what we're trying to do today.
We're here today to do just that.
Indeed. So yeah, if you're watching, the highlight or something like that on video, then you can probably see, the art around us. Or if you've seen any of our other videos, you've seen the art around us. But the whole purpose. Shout out
to the wall.
Yeah, shout out to the wall. Oh man.
R.I.P. my man.
My heart. Damn. It's a moment of silence for the wall.
Moment of silence for the wall.
That's right. Yeah. All right, but yeah, we coming in here with some new art, and the whole purpose of this podcast is to promote and sell the art that we make or mess with, that we promote, that we find interesting.
Yeah, not just our art.
Yeah, definitely other people's art.
Those around us, our peers. Support your friends, man. Support local artists. That's part of what Give is about.
Definitely support the people around you. Support your neighbors. And that's definitely the basis of Give. You definitely want to support your mans, but we want to support them by putting their art on and making sure that they have a platform to showcase their art. But yeah, we're in the Wellspring Manor and Spa barn, okay? And they sell art that's the highest piece that I've seen here is $12,000.
Goddamn.
Which is quite a lot of money. They handle like upscale art. I would say that we handle more street art. Just that art that you would see, and I've done this before. Like going out to the metro and selling art. That's the type
Good
of art.
Times. Good times.
Definitely. But yeah, that's the base of what we do. Shout out to some of the artists that are up here. Jay Dara. That's all I'm seeing and right now. But we're gonna get more into that. That's the dude who's like the $12,000 dude. Yeah.
Man, these Jones look like silk. That's some crazy. That's some crazy skill, bro. Them Jones real live look soft.
Yeah, definitely. But there's all types of stuff in here. There's paintings, sculptures, candles, soap, masks. What is quilts? Yeah, quilts. What else?
There's some of everything.
Yeah, stacked.
Hella
Oh, they just started doing these new things. Let me go get a business card so I can do this professional.
So while he's off doing that, follow Give on all social medias. And come check out the Wellspring Manor and Spa, where they just got hella shit. Like, you like art? We got art.
Indeed.
You wanna stay a night in a cushy, nice spot where they got all kinds of amenities and wonderful things for you? Bring your ass on. Come the fuck on down.
Yeah, the key word here is luxury. Okay, luxury. Don't forget
luxury. Don't Wellspring forget that. Manor. It's because they use the word manor and spa.
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't even seen the spa part yet.
Yeah, manor and spa, and they just started these new things called Wellspring Wishes, curated with soul. They are these boxes that include. The soaps, the candles, scents, a book. They have different boxes that you can purchase.
They can sell those online.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Go to wellspringwishes.com. That's
they do to sell those online. Look at that.
There you go.
Look at that plug. Look at
that plug. Oh man. Okay. So yeah, we're promoting the people that promote us. So yeah. Like you said, go follow Give at Go Give. On Instagram, follow 2 Graphic Productions at That's 2 Graphic on Instagram. Mm-hmm. Follow the comics at Black Fantasy Comics, or at Black Comic Fan. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. www.blackcomicfan.com. There you go. Mm-hmm. So yeah, those are the handles.
Follow my man's at Peep This
at Peep This Shixt.
Yeah,
there you go. That's me
at PeepThisXT. Yeah,
and follow this man's at YFNSO.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, follow YSO the Dope.
Yep. Follow me in gaming clips.
There you go. There you have it.
Follow me on YouTube as well. YSO, the Dope.
Indeed.
Yep. So yeah, plugs.
So yeah, bro. Let's circle back around to, what Give. So we talked about how, what Give actually is and what we're doing. Mm-hmm. And in terms of what other people get out of it, what we're trying to do is give to other nonprofit organizations. Mm-hmm. There's just a bunch that I really want to, talk about, but I want to talk about that in a separate video. So yeah. But we're definitely trying to donate to local businesses, local services, artists,
scholarships.
Yeah, definitely. Make sure that the money from the art circulates back into the community.
Trying to bring it into the starving artist.
Indeed.
I remember when we first started talking about Give. That was like one of our main taglines, trying to bring it into the starving artist. Really trying to make sure that it's not as hard for an artist to create a living for themselves, doing what they love. Because that's what life is. Not like waking up and going to 9 to 5 where you're miserable and, you just have less time in the day to do what you love, man. Life is not about that. So many people try to like push that narrative that like life is a bunch of work and then you die, which it is, but it's like, what kind of work are you going to do? Are you gonna do work for somebody else, or are you gonna do the shit you love to do? You're gonna work in either way, so you might as well do what you love, right? It makes sense. So we're trying to make it easier for the ones that choose the latter.
Indeed,
because the former is super duper weak.
That's bro. I swear that's what really got me to make that next decision. Because really, at the end of the day, bro, it really came down to a decision that I made. It was just like, am I going to put all of myself into what I really want to do? Or am I going to put all of myself into something that someone else told me to do?
Facts. Yep.
And you have to make that decision.
You got to.
That is definitely.
What's it worth to you? You want that money? You want? It's like, money? Yeah. Do you want to? It's like you take the risk. That's what it's really about. You take the risk to do what you love.
Oh yeah.
Unless like what you love is just so happens to make a lot of money, like on the regular. You want to be a fucking IT manager or something like that. If that's what you love computers and stuff like that, then more power to you.
Exactly. And you can use that skill to make more money and collaborate with other people. So that's not an L you're taking.
That's true. That's true. But to the artists who, your resume's not looking like that because it doesn't have to. But it does if you need, if you want to get that job, we here for you, man.
Definitely, for sure.
We're trying to look out for you. So, fuck with give fuck with you.
Indeed. And I definitely want to, if someday, your art pops up in Wellspring Manor and Spa's gallery, then I'm definitely, going to take the time to make, review it. You feel me? Like actually, I don't want to say critique it.
No, not critique.
Because I really don't feel like I have the jurisdiction to really judge anybody else's art. So I just really want to, give an opinion on it.
Word.
And talk about other people's opinions.
Give it that promo, man.
Indeed.
Put it on the YouTube channel. Be like, yeah, this is a new piece. Oh man, actually no, that'd be pretty tight. What if does Wellspring have like a YouTube channel or something like that?
They have a Facebook, but they don't have a YouTube channel. I think they're in the process of making one. But there's not one up. I have made like a couple videos for them.
You should do art reviews.
Yeah, definitely.
Be like, yeah, oh man, that could be like a whole series. Just have like a featured piece, and then eventually like people could submit their art.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Yep. Make
For
like
sure.
donations, and then make it sell, and then Wellspring could sell it. That'd be fire.
If you're if Wellspring is listening to this podcast,
Which they are.
This is good stuff.
For the idea, guys, come on now. You don't pay us yet. Well, rest assured. Please believe.
Yeah, we got you.
Okay? Oh yeah. Just let us know. What day is it? Today is the 20th of December.
20th of December.
Christmas is on Friday.
Sunday. It is. Wow.
Does it feel like Christmas to you? This is the hold up. This is the holiday edition of the podcast, and we have not done anything special at all. We like this. This is just coming to me now. Like this is the Christmas edition. We ain't got no hats. We ain't got I'm not a Christmas spirit. I'm not a Christmas spirit ass nigga, man. But like we are out here looking bland as fuck. I just keep.
I feel like the trade off for that is the fact that we've leveled up.
That's
like,
true.
Like that's like the Christmas.
That's
present to
our
everybody.
Christmas present.
Like we got some new content. We got new people messing with us. We got a lot of new stuff out.
Oh, hold up. Speaking of new people messing with us, why don't you tell the podcast, tell the listeners about what happened yesterday over here?
Okay.
Unfortunately, I couldn't be here for it, but it was a big step in just give in too graphic and
Yeah, definitely.
the likes history. Like that was a big step. Yeah, tell us about it.
Indeed. So we have been on. We've been doing fried chicken. We've been making fried chicken. We have we made the script for the first animated episode. And we're like beginners in this stuff, so we're not seasoned animation pros or nothing like that.
But you're starting.
But we're starting.
You're starting. That's the part. That's the part. Starting. Sticking with it.
That's what we're doing.
And fried chicken's been around for a minute, so like
it's
been
has.
like I remember when fried chicken was an idea, a sketch, and now they're coming with animations and having whole meetings to like voice it. Like it's crazy. Keep going. My fault.
Yeah, it's bro. This is stuff that we definitely need to dip more into because like we was here yesterday, and we had the script and everything. The first book, which I'm going to show in this whole explanation. But we were here yesterday recording the voices, and we got people here at 2:00. So, and this is something that you need to know if you're trying to do anything. Okay, so niggas got here at 2:00, and when we pulled up here, my friend Elijah, who is the co-writer for Fried Chicken, forgot the recording equipment. So he had to go back to his crib and get it. Then he came back and he forgot the cord for the power cord for the audio box, which he left in Philly.
Damn.
But he got a new mic and he came back. And in the end, everything was good. But the point of the story is it took a lot more time than what we had planned. And they were necessary L's that had to be taken in order to get to the next level where we are now.
In order to get to the W that we have now.
Exactly. In order for Fried Chicken to be an actual production, you have to take L's. You have to take sacrifices to make what you want to make. Life is about sacrifices.
Niggas persevered, man. Niggas could have said, "Oh shit, I left this shit at home.
Let's do it. Let's do it another day. Let's do it. We're doing it some other time.
Nigga, fuck it. We still doing it today.
Yeah, we're still. Yeah, we did it, and we came out with some good stuff. And like in the main thing, the thing that makes it such a milestone really is the fact that we now have a process for doing it. Like now we can come in and everything is set and we can just record and everything is straight.
Word. Yeah, I was I just thought about that in terms of like video games. Like, you know how it's so easy to get that first level up. You only need like so many experience points.
Right.
It's interesting how like when you first start out with something with no knowledge whatsoever, but then the next time you come back to do it, you feel like you've gained like a mountain of knowledge.
That's
like once you grasp the basics of it, it's like, oh shit, for real? This is like
you really.
Why did I do it like that before? And it's like, nigga, you didn't know.
Yeah, it's like you really forget like how far you've come, and then it's like you said, like you need a certain amount of experience points to get to that next level. But to get to the second level, you're gonna need more experience.
A little bit more, yeah. So you got to do it like, just like to level up the first time, you only got to do it the once, but then maybe like it'll take a few more times. Like same thing with the podcast. Like we were in the garage at first, had my computer and two shitty ass microphones. Well, one good microphone and one shitty microphone. No, we shared the good microphone the first time. And then I got the other microphone, and that setup was actually a little bit shittier. So I was like, no, I got to break down on some like actual recording equipment.
Damn. Okay. So damn.
So like, I didn't even know. I thought I could make it work with the zero experience, like off the makeshift setup. But no, bro, like I actually had to bust down and like get this junk together in order to get it to the level it needs to be. And it took a few times to really understand that. It sounds like even the test sounds so much better than the last few episodes of the podcast. And
it's like that. Sometimes it's like the test you would rather listen to like the short test than the full podcast.
That's true.
Just because of the quality.
Yeah, facts.
And so, some people really do take that to heart. Like,
niggas, it's very easy to get discouraged.
Yeah, for sure.
It's very easy to get discouraged, especially when your first time doesn't go as well as you'd hope. Yeah, man, it's very easy to get discouraged, but you just got to stick with it, man. You got to figure out what it's worth to you. Do you want it that bad?
Questions.
Yeah, and I mean, this is where we're at. And I think we've made a lot of progress.
That is a fact.
Definitely.
I mean, ever since the beginning, from when niggas like split up to now, because remember, like we were like splitting it up into like arcs. We were splitting it up into like the arc before everything, the arc where we had 85th. The arc where we had
man, the 85th arc is gonna be so lit. Oh my god, I can't wait to see that in a comic, bro.
No, yeah, the 85th arc.
I want to see that 85th arc so bad. I want to see that so bad.
Yeah, that. Oh my goodness, that's ooh.
Man, Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Twan and Taekwon. Twan's grandfather. Like,
shit,
man,
Black.
what black? What? Dog. Oh, it's gonna be so lit. Oh, and
my
then it
God.
ends perfectly. Like, oh, it's 85th was a great time.
That's
In hindsight, 85th was a great time.
that was a good story arc. That was built well.
Yeah, that is, man. You can't make that shit up. You cannot make that shit up. You can't make 85th up at all.
Nah, you really
Under
can't,
no
bro.
circumstances. That was a very good story. My goodness. That was the Frieza arc of... That was hands down like the most eventful time of my life.
Ooh, hey, yo.
No question.
Yeah, bro, that arc was crazy. Bro.
No question. That was good times though. Good times. Good times.
Indeed. Yep. And then you had the Courtney Place arc,
Courtney Place was tough.
which was tough. And then you had the time skip.
Yeah.
And now I'm thinking, like, what should this arc be called?
Oh no, bro. It hasn't materialized yet. We're still in like that intro phase, I think. Like, cause we're like well, I guess this would be the podcast arc, wouldn't it?
The arc where it just fuses with
Yeah, I mean, like, just like this is like I'm thinking about like the basis in which we meet up, because like at first it was, well, I guess at first it was Lake Arbor, because that's when we started kicking it again, and then the inception of Give, talking about it at the tree. I remember that shit, and then. Man, that shit just came together so perfectly to go into, like, going into 85th was perfect. Leaving 85th was perfect. Like, there was just enough conflict in the middle. Oh my God. I can't wait for 85th. Oh my God.
like the build up to it, in between, everything that happened in between.
Everything that happened. Yeah,
And then-
everything that happened.
yeah,
It was not,
yeah.
there was never a dull day at 85th, man.
Couldn't have been.
My goodness. So many elements just crashing into each other.
Like,
oh my
shit.
God, man.
Wow.
Man. Who else we have in that bitch? Dennis put a hole in the wall. I remember that shit.
Oh shit. Yeah, and we had damn. I keep forgetting. Well, yeah, you Wizzy's man's OPMX.
Oh yeah, yep.
Had
Yep,
that nigga
yep.
in there.
That whole Give Back 1 and 2.
Give back 1 and 2.
Give Back 1 and 2.
Jersey, all that.
Yep, the Jersey trip. That was fire.
Indeed.
Young, gifted and black.
Shout out to the book.
Can't forget the Power Networking Conference. That was Courtney Place though, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Or was
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Was it? No, it wasn't. That was 85th.
Because it was me. Yeah. And because Arthur was
Arthur was there.
Arthur
was there.
And now,
Shout out to Arthur.
Yeah, now it's like in the beginning.
Shout out to Arthur. Arthur be playing Among Us with me and my niggas too.
Oh yeah,
That shit's hilarious.
yeah. Shout out to Arthur.
Shout out to Arthur.
Shout out to what was it, Antics?
Yep. Shout out to Antics. Oh shit. Yeah. Shout out to Antics. Oh, shout out to Nehemiah from the Mather.
Shout out to Nehemiah.
Yep,
Oh yeah.
He got a comic. Shout out to
yeah.
Nehemiah. What's that joint called?
Oh, you did. That joint.
No, I'm looking it up because I gotta give
You
this
gotta
nigga a
get
proper
this
shout out.
All right, bet.
Codename. Codename is the name of Nehemiah's comic.
Codename.
That shit is pretty dope. I fuck with it. Shout out to Nurmur.
Shout out to Nurmur.
It's my nigga, man. Yeah, man. Fucking good times. Good times at 85th. I miss 85th. I don't miss 85th. I love 85th, but I'm so glad that time is over. It was so lit for what it was, but we did not have to stay there any longer than we did.
Indeed. All right, so back to the video. Yeah, we're just shouting out all these all of our other associates and friends that that we fuck with. Shout out to Codename, Nehemiah's comic. Shout out to Antics. Shout out to Arthur. Shout out to OPMX. Shout out to
Shout out to you, Izzy, man.
shout out to you.
Shout out to you, Izzy.
Shout out to you,
Shout out to you,
Izzy.
Izzy. Come out the house, you Izzy.
Yeah, come out the house, you Izzy. Watkins Park, bro.
Watkins Park.
We missing you out here,
Watkins
bro.
Park.
Walk in Spark.
Walk in Spark. Bro, walk in Spark.
Walk in Spark. Walk in Spark.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Walk in Spark is where it's at.
Indeed, bro.
But what else were we talking about? What were we talking about last time we linked up?
Last time we linked up, bro, we were
cause real quick, just like last time we linked up, it was a whole podcast episode.
Yeah,
I should have brought my
really
equipment with
bro.
me, yo.
That should have been a podcast. Like, we should have recorded that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely should have recorded that shit. Definitely fucked up not recording that.
But we were talking about a bunch of stuff. I just remember we were talking about there was one the first topic that I was definitely trying to talk about was chaos and karma. But there was some other topics. We were talking about give, and we were talking about just stuff like that. And then there was one other thing that I forgot what we were talking about, but it was another really, really good topic.
I remember karma, and you proposed the idea of like people being able to not circumvent, but like get in karma's way.
Yeah.
Like and like just extrapolating upon that. I just want to go a little bit into that.
Yeah, because I remember you were like people. There's just so many people just putting their energy out in the world.
Yeah, elements like
it's just so many
that's
elements.
where it started at. Yep, I was talking about this idea that I had been having a lot at the time. That was like when you add so many different elements into something, all those elements. I hate to reuse the word, but like they bounce and clash with each other. Like
it just gets chaotic.
Yeah, it gets chaotic very easily. Easily. Like
Indeed.
When you're the one person in there, you control everything. Then it's easier. But like you can add one more person and it might be fine. And then like there's that tipping point where shit just gets ridiculous.
It's like superannuation or something. Like you like an interest bank account or some shit. Like you put in
compound interest.
Yeah. Like you put in a little bit, and then that shit like, or you have like somebody in there. Adam and Eve is 2 people. They make some other people, and then there's 4 people, and then there's more, and then there's 16, and then there's more and more and more.
Yeah.
It's like exponential growth.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You give that much. It's like monkeys. And I didn't even like work out this.
Monkeys and
I was about to say monkeys and typewriters. Like, they're saying like if you give monkeys typewriters in an infinite amount of time, eventually they'll rewrite Shakespeare.
Yeah, exactly.
But like it's what are they gonna make in the meantime? There's so much. That's one thing they can make. You give infinite monkeys typewriters, you get all kinds of wild shit.
Exactly. And we were talking about how like it's like in the beginning it's like just complete order. Like how people say like it's karma, this happens to you because of karma, like cause and effect, like straight up. And it's be like, yeah, sure, karma, but that's not the only thing that's acting here. Like there's so many other elements in there that it can't just be karma.
Yeah,
like there has to be you, me, him, some guy back in 19 all of these things like make an effect in where we are today. You feel me? So yeah, it's there's just so many elements out there to really be able to, or you could say that there are enough elements out there for you to like predict anything. You feel me?
You think?
Yeah.
I mean, go on with that. Keep going.
Like I said, like in the beginning, there's cause and like anybody can predict cause and effect, and then there's like all of these other elements, but there are so many elements that is just too chaotic to not predict.
You think it's too chaotic to not predict? That sounds like a what's the word? Contradiction to me.
Because it's always going to be a circle. It's always going to circle back to chaos.
I agree. I think things will always circle back, but I think there are too many elements to be able to tell what exactly will happen.
Exactly. Yeah, when.
Like,
but it's like it's just a matter of when. And but you can always predict on that timeline. You feel me? Like, because we're always gonna be in a loop. So,
but like you said, like you were saying before, like people can get in the way of karma. Like karma is that loop, right? So like you do something by the law of karma, it's supposed to come back. But we agreed or really postulated that people could get in the way of karma because we have all these structures like the law, like money and shit like that. Like people can really like get around karma for the most part. Eventually it comes around. Maybe not. I see what you say about like you can't determine when it'll happen, but it'll happen eventually. Like for example, fucking Jeffrey Epstein, like, you know, he was on his wild shit for the longest. And you know, in the midst of that, one would think, oh, well, shit, if he's doing all this wild shit, why is it not coming back to him? It's because he has money. It's because he has friends in the law and shit like that. But eventually it came back to bite him. So, you know, was karma just taking the long way around, or?
You think that it's like it's happening over a certain, like instead of coming back to him, it came back to somebody else?
No, I'm saying it came back to him. It came back to him because he eventually got caught.
But even in between the time that it came back directly to him, it came to somebody else in that time because they might be connected in some way. I don't know.
No, that's not what I was saying. No, I'm just saying that he's the one that committed this shit. He is the direct source from which the karma is coming. That's you know, that's where the loop originates.
Right.
It's eventually going to come back to him. But he was doing this shit for years. So in the midst of that, like say after year 5 or whatever the fuck, like someone knows he's doing it and it's like, oh, well, karma should be coming to get him at some point, right? And then like 20 years pass. Yeah. Like eventually it comes back, but like you said, it's not a matter of when. Maybe like
yeah, because I feel like karma is always at action, but it might not always be at him. You feel me? Like
I hear you.
Like because we're all connected. So it's sort of like karma doesn't really distinguish between people or something like that.
Well, how would the karma come back to somebody else then?
Because they might be connected in some way. Maybe through like through like space or physically or something. I don't know. Some other element. Well, karma. I don't know.
Well, the nigga did have associates who got caught up in that shit too. But once again, I guess maybe time is irrelevant in karma.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Because I was playing with the idea of like people having like some sort of divine ability to get in the way of these forces, you know, but maybe not now that we're talking about it. Because, like, you know, that shit eventually comes around. But then again, I mean, there are people that do wild shit that haven't gotten their comeuppance yet, you know?
And do you think that balances out with that other shit? That's like the niggas that whose shit doesn't come back, and the niggas whose shit always comes back, like immediately, like balance out or something like that.
I wouldn't go that far just because karma is supposed to be like this unbiased force, you know. It's just supposed to come back to whoever incurs it. But, you know, so maybe in a perfect world or something like that. But I guess that's, you know, what makes you immune to the effects of karma? Like, how does that shit not come back to you, but it came back to so and so?
Yeah,
you know, or maybe it just hasn't yet.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like there's like, okay, so there are like too many forces at action to really like make sense of like everything in the universe with karma. But we know for a fact that everything will come back around and make sense. Like
in the end,
yeah. Like for like the end and the beginning are connected or the same thing.
Or very well could be the same thing.
So time is irrelevant.
That's fair. That's also very fair.
Yeah.
But then again, I mean, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Because I don't know every instance of karma in history. I am not a history nerd in the slightest. We need to get a history nerd on this motherfucker.
Yeah.
But like I can, you know, I can't imagine that there are motherfuckers who have done wild ass shit, but have not gotten any sort of comeuppance for it. Like, you know what? Like presidents that commit war crimes, but you know they're not.
It's funny,
like publicized or no shit like that.
It's funny because we need Elijah in on this because he's like he studies like law.
Oh, for real?
In fact, he's on his way.
Oh, where?
It was talking about how like the law is crazy because it like sort of like makes like this padding for people to do wild shit. Mm-hmm. Like oil companies like can dump 30 however much oil into the bay, but not more than that. Mm-hmm. Like you'll kill this many people, but we'll let you do that, but not anymore. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Like and
but at a certain point you got to chill out.
Yeah, exactly. And then people hire like law people to work around stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So it's sort of like it just gets all wild. It just gets all weird.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's the rules of the universe, well, the world we live in, really. Just like, you know, if you can get away with it, fuck it.
Yeah.
Pretty much, like the rules are there for the people that follow them.
That's true.
And I truly believe that rules are meant to be not broken but bent.
Bent?
Yeah, like you're not
Skew.
You're not supposed to live. If you want to live, you're not supposed to work every fucking rule to the T. You know, you got to stretch it somewhere.
If you really want to live.
Yeah, like
that's true.
Yeah, like if you want to live the life you want, you got to stretch those rules. Because, like, for example, I mean, it's not necessarily a rule, but common, you know, the common thread is like, go to school, go to college, get a good job, retire, die. But that mold doesn't fit everybody.
Not at all.
You know, so you got to break that, and you got to, you know, if you really want to live, and once again, it's what it's worth to you, because you could just get that good paying job, but is that what you really want to do?
Yeah.
What the fuck are we talking about?
This is all coming from karma. Like,
what the fuck are we talking about, man?
we going in type shit.
You're just rapping.
Yeah.
That shit really just caught up. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh shit! Wow,
yeah, man. I really think there are people out there that like haven't gotten their comeuppance yet. Or I think there are people who like won't.
Do you think that there are people? Do you think there are people that will? Well, eventually they will if they would live forever. Mm-hmm. Because you know they would.
Yeah, I mean you can't. Yeah, I mean if time's not an issue, then I'm sure it'll come back to you. But yeah, like do you believe in like heaven and hell and shit like that? Like,
what would you say? Because like as a concept, yes, but like as a physical like realm, I
mean I wouldn't call it physical because we exist in the physical.
I would say that heaven and hell, that we're living in heaven and hell.
Heaven and hell.
Yeah, like they're the same thing, and we're living in it.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting. I think I was about to say that I think those are like the ultimate forms of karma. Like like everybody dies, so like what you do in your life determines, you know, where karma sits you at the end of the day. Like either you go to hell and you're in an awful way, or you're in heaven and you know you're good. But what really determines that?
That makes sense because it's like I was about to mention I was about to actually say two things, but one thing was like Itachi was like you don't really know your true like nature until the moment of your death. Mm-hmm. And it's like by the moment of your death you would have put out a certain amount of energy into the universe, and it's either going to be good or it's either going to be bad. And you're going to, it's all going to come back to you. So that's like one of the things. And that's another interesting thing. Like if everything is going to come out either good or bad, like would you, like do a whole rack of good shit and bad shit, but like one good thing tips your all your energy into being good, or one bad thing tips all your energy into being bad. And it's like in some religions, like you can do a whole rack of bad shit, but if you repent before you're dead, then
that shit is cheap. That's cheap as fuck. Oh my god.
Yeah, and
I can't believe that. That's the shit that blows. That's the shit that catches me off. I can't believe that shit. Is that Elijah?
Yeah, it is.
What's good?
What's good with you? And you straight? You coolin'? Man, Elijah just got here.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? This dude.
Shout out my mans. What's happening, player?
That's good.
Niggas coolin', recording this podcast.
Yeah, you already know, bro. See what we out here doing. Yeah.
So how's it going?
It's cool, man.
You got anything to say to the people?
By all means.
Go Eagles this Sunday.
Go Eagles Sunday.
Yeah, what you guys have been talking about?
We was talking about a bunch of stuff. We started talking about the art. Started talking about, give us an idea. We talked a little bit about fried chicken. Right now we're talking about we're deviating from like a whole conversation about karma that we've been having for like 10 minutes straight. Yeah, like
What's the conversation about?
It was about, we were talking about how like how karma is, and how like there's a lot of people just putting out their energy into the universe, and like there's just like too many elements for everything to just be karma and like cause and effect.
Gotcha.
Because some people just be like, oh, this happened to you because of karma. This happened to you because of you had bad energy or something like that. But there's too many elements for it to just be the bad energy.
Gotcha.
Like somebody else could have planned this to happen to you.
So you guys both agree that you guys don't think karma's real?
No, I think karma's real. I think people, well, not necessarily I think, but we've been playing with the idea that people get in the way of karma. Like it's one force, but people have their own forces as well.
Yeah, okay.
Like the laws, money, shit like that gets in the way. But I think what we're really getting to is, does it stop it? And I think the answer is no. I think it just postpones it, which like adds the dimension of time.
Gotcha.
So like, is somebody really getting away with it, or is time just have to catch up? And then we got to the talking about heaven and hell, and whether or not, first off, whether you believe in it, and whether or not like that's true karma, like
where you end up.
Yeah, like we're all equal in death. So like whether you do good or bad, at the end of the day, you do still get caught up for what you do. So is that truly karma, or does karma have to come to you in life? Is karma restricted by time? Just because something doesn't come back to you immediely, is it still coming? Good question.
That is a good question. These are very.
Yeah.
I didn't know this is what we were getting into. Wow, this is basic.
You just pulled up. Yeah.
I mean, I guess the way I would look at it. Let me take out my gum. But the way I would look at it is, so science says basically everything has a equal, every action has an equal like reaction. So that's kind of what I've always taken karma to be. Like whether you believe in like energies, people energy or something like that, I feel like you like kind of like you said earlier, you put certain energy out into the world. That gives somebody, because like everyone you meet has some type of profound effect on you. I mean, it doesn't have to be profound, but something. You're shaped and molded by your experiences. So this experience, like any experience, any energy that you put out, I think there is a chance that things react, and as things react, other things react to that, and that could have an effect on what happens to you in the future. So I think to that extent, I mean, I don't think it's as simple as people make karma to be, like, oh man, I did this thing in the past, so it's coming back to haunt me. But I think sometimes those things could compound and come back to you. But there's also a large part of me that just thinks things just happen. Like honestly, like
yeah, it's like
it's
like
a
chaos.
lot of random.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of random chaos that happens into the world. But I mean, again, these are big questions because you can never find the answers.
Yeah.
So these are just theories. I mean, I guess, yeah, I would probably just say that like I do believe there's an equal reaction for every action, but there's also some random variables because children getting a big tragedy, random tragedy, and children getting affected. You can't argue that they did anything wrong.
That's true.
Yeah,
due to their
yeah.
innocence. What did they do wrong to deserve whatever happened to them?
That's true.
But I do think for people that are matured, you can call it karma, but if you do something wrong, that stuff can accumulate and come back to hurt you. So I mean, in that sense, I mean, I guess you can call that karma, but I don't necessarily believe exactly like if you do something, there's gonna be a like for sure, because there's a lot of evil people. They're living great lives. I'm sure they're. I mean,
that's true.
Granted, you can't equate everything to money and success.
Mm-hmm.
They may have inner demons they may be facing or whatever, but I'm sure there's a person out there who's a horrible person and they're enjoying life.
Yep.
They're I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
So, or there's people who are really nice people who are dreading life. So I mean, I guess that all counts as the balance or whatever you want to call it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are things I don't know.
Exactly. But I feel like we're
Only speculate.
Yeah, only speculate.
Like,
I mean, but it's good to.
Yeah,
I
we're
mean,
dipping into it.
I don't know if it's
Definitely.
good to think about, but it's necessary
Yeah,
to think about. And when you think about the span, like life, because life is we're all experiencing it. So.
Yeah. I think that's the interesting part, just not knowing. You know, you can only guess and live by those beliefs, and everybody there's infinite shit out there for anybody to think.
Yeah,
right.
So
I think the chaos, all those elements, are what makes life interesting.
Right.
But it's also what makes it fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, I think, and a lot of times when people have these life conversations, they think of it in like the scope of like just human beings, but like life is everything. Like life is like birds' lives and it's everything.
Yeah.
But it's just so hard to like. I mean, humans are so human centric, and so it's like the conversation always stands to like what people do, but like life. Lions have lives too, so it's like, does karma affect lions? Like this, like
it could really go all the way out to like matter out into like the universe.
Right.
Like we focus on the Earth.
Everything like planets.
Yeah,
like the Earth is a live thing. Right.
Yeah, exactly. So, and you said something interesting. Like this shit it's not just us. Like this is like science.
Yeah,
you feel me? Like it's further than just like what we're making it to be, like thinking it to be.
Right.
This is like actual like laws that the universe is telling us.
Right. But we're such a small thing and such a big thing that we would never have the real answer,
Yeah. Which is interesting.
Yeah. I mean, that's the point of science, I guess.
Yeah.
And I'm not like the biggest science person. So, I mean, I know I've mentioned science like multiple times, but like, I don't, it's not like I study the sciences or anything like that. I just, certain things I think are valid.
Yesterday you were talking about y'all having this conversation about how it's fucked up because you studied law.
Yeah.
And you were like, it's fucked up how like niggas hire other niggas to fuck other niggas over and do all this other stuff in law.
That's basically what business is.
Yeah.
That's what every business is. I mean, it's just the point of business. Like when you first learn business, like when I went to UMD, like in every business class, the first day they established that the point of every business is to money. The point of every business is to get money. Mm-hmm. So if the point of every business is to grow money every year, like there's going to be a threshold where you're going to have to do something. Like if you think of money as a limited commodity, like, or, you're going to have to do something that's going to be unfair to somebody else to achieve growth every year.
Right.
Like, so like companies that like are $1 trillion companies, like Apple hit like $1 trillion probably like 4 years ago, like 4 or 5 years ago. They were the first $1 trillion company. How do they achieve growth every year?
Yeah, they had to have fucked up like some people over.
I mean, not even necessarily fuck people over, but that's why you see like now every product they put out a new product every year, or the product is like overpriced, or you found out that they have battery pack, like their batteries, they were basically damaging their batteries on purpose so people would buy new phones, and then they got sued for that. Like, you start to like cut corners because you have to try to save as much. You have to save money every quarter to make sure that your investors are happy. It's just the business model, or like capitalism, whatever you want to call it, is just put in place. So every year a company has the expectation that they're supposed to grow. So they're gonna do whatever it takes to grow every year to make. I just think
whatever it takes.
I kind of think it's an unachievable model. I think it's a terrible model, but I mean, I don't have an alternative. So I mean, it is what it is at this point.
At this point, yeah.
It's all built on. It's all just trying to make the money. It's not about the consumer at all.
Yeah,
it's about you making that dollar.
Yeah, I mean, that's every business. So it's like, I mean, and some people see it as, if I don't do it, somebody else is going to do it. And that's valid. I mean, if you feel like that, I mean, I don't hate anybody that feels like that. I have friends that feel like that. I mean, it is what it is. That's just not how I just wouldn't participate in that. Or I wouldn't say I wouldn't, but that's something that I've been struggling with, whether I would like to participate with it or not.
Right.
Yeah,
like going for interviews and stuff, I'm like faced with the decision of whether I like want to take the money, or whether I want to like do something where I feel like I'm actually helping people, whether those things matter, whether they don't matter. It's just things I've been thinking about.
Indeed. Yeah, definitely. Same. Cause I see like, there's like a lot of like contrasting opinions. Like some people are just like all about, I'm about the money. Other people are like, I'm trying to help you out, this, that, and the third. But I'm trying, like we were talking about how it's really about finding a balance between those types of things.
Yeah, I mean, that's why, even for like fried chicken, that's why I like doing fried chicken. I think fried chicken can potentially be lucrative, but if it's not the end of the world. It's something I like to do. And it's like, if it doesn't make money, it doesn't make money. But I mean, I feel like everything we do with it, everyone involved has fun. Yeah. And that's important to me. But I also think I'm not naive. I'm not going to lie. Like, I think we can make money off of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'd be excited if we do, but it's like, I don't think we're hurting anybody by doing it. It's not something like, if I felt like we were like hurting somebody, or it would become a decision of whether I want to let it go or keep it or something like that. So so I mean, these are things that I think about when I do almost anything, because you like to feel like what you're doing doesn't have a negative effect on people. But
definitely that
trying to get some good karma.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. Because we was bringing people through this joint, and they were like, they're trying to put their whole heart in this joint. Like, so like even you can tell like just the way like they were recording their voices. Yeah, right. Like you could tell that they were actually like really trying to, find that one sound that.
Also, real quick,
I would like
to throw my hat in there. If y'all have like extra characters.
We
need a voice.
Yeah, season 2 coming up.
Yeah, we gonna need that, bro.
Episode 2, I guess.
We gonna need that, bro.
Y'all got any other characters? Hit me up.
We gonna need that, bro.
I do a great Arnold Schwarzenegger impression.
So where's fried chicken going? What do y'all like? I know y'all got the animation. What y'all doing? Seasons or like? What's the?
These are good questions. These are questions.
Well, for right, I would say like season 1, and then we're writing season 2, right?
Yeah, writing season 2. I mean, I think we're basically done season 2, right?
I think we still have like some gaps to fill in or something like that, or maybe
I haven't
just
read
like,
it in a while, but I thought we had come to a conclusion that like that season was over.
The season, but maybe not like the details.
Volume. Yeah, that's what we're calling it, right? Volume. We're doing volumes. Because the first one you wrote, the comic, the book that you wrote, it says volume 1. Yeah. So I'm assuming the second one will be volume 2. Right. All right. So we're just doing volumes, right? That's because I've been struggling to what to call it, season or episodes or chapters.
I was thinking like the seasons would be the animation, and then the volumes would be the book.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. That works. That works. Yeah. So volume 2, I thought we were done.
Yeah, done with the planning, but there was still like story. Done story wise. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I gotta read it again. I haven't read it in a while.
I remember the last part we were talking about was
Don't spoil anything.
Okay. All right.
You don't know who's gonna listen to this in the future.
All right, follow me.
But yeah. I mean, I feel like we'll talk. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm excited. I think this volume is gonna be better than the first volume. And I like the first volume a lot. It's a great origin story, but this story is better because you learn more about more characters. I don't know if you guys promoted it already, but Webtoons, type in fried chicken is going to be the first one there. And see a chicken with some sunglasses on, that's fried. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Good stuff.
Read that fried chicken.
Yeah, definitely read that.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
I'm excited too, bro. We got some good stuff coming out, bro. And I do have a question about how's 19341?
Oh, okay. So that's going really well. I'm like 19341 is first of all, that's a working title because that's the that's a zip code of my boarding school, which the story is based upon. And it's a fun tale. It's a much more serious. It's a serious show. It starts off as kind of a joke, but I guess the tone changes. We're trying to work on successfully making the tone change from beginning to end. But overall, I like the story. I don't want to give away too much, but it's definitely a story that I've been working on. I'm trying to write as many stories as possible, different stories. So I've been working on a few things. I'm working on a new script, but that one I can't divulge. I'll tell you guys off the air. I'm working on another script on a story that I want to do, but that one isn't going to be animation. I actually want to find somebody to really produce it. I want it to be like a real not a movie, but a short film. Yeah, so writing is something I'm really getting into in my free time. And I got masterclass for they had a sale where it's $1 for a year. So I just been watching masterclass videos. I have no professional training, so
Sure. Interesting.
Gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, all those people writers and stuff, they they teach at universities and stuff. So I mean, I feel like it's somewhat of just as good as taking the class. Yeah,
definitely for sure. Yeah, I was gonna take a couple of classes on animation. Yeah. I was definitely trying to get into just more professional level production in terms of video editing and stuff. But yeah. Yo, resources.
The show that made me want to get into sound effects, and I told you guys this yesterday, was Primal. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I watched Primal.
Samurai Jack.
Yes. My goodness. Yo, the show is just so crisp. It's I never watched the show and noticed FX effects. I mean, it could be because I was working on Fried Chicken Heavy at the time when I was watching it. Mm-hmm. So I could have been thinking about that stuff. But I don't know, it really stood out to me because no one talks in the show. It's just dinosaur sounds, and then it's a caveman. He's so he doesn't. No one talks. It's just sound. But the story is just so good, and you know what exactly is happening just off the music and sound alone.
Word.
You know how a mammoth is feeling just off of the sounds it makes, the music in the background. And so it just made me realize how important, that stuff is in a show.
Yeah.
How much that can set up a mood and how difficult it is to establish a mood or sound and different things like that. So that's, I'm gonna watch Primal again before I start doing the FX for Fried Chicken, but I'm excited to do it.
Yeah, that's some good stuff. And it's really crazy how many elements actually go into this animation.
That's crazy. The funniest thing about it. Yeah. Figuring out it's not it's hard for them to get Family Guy or whatever on the show. I mean, and actual anime that's a whole different story. But even though cartoons that don't look that hard to make, it's a lot that goes into it. $1 billion studio is pumping money into it, so they have all the resources they need. We are not $1 billion.
For sure not. Yeah. We are a non-profit.
Non-profit organization.
Yeah, but yeah, we trying to get to that level, bro. For
Definitely. Sure. I feel like we'll get there.
Yeah.
It's all a matter of leveling up. It's crazy how these conversations are.
Yeah, this is the first thing we started talking about.
You want to take the? I feel like I don't want to take the mic from you.
Bro,
You good? Okay.
Yeah, originally slated. I'm just adding on.
Gotcha.
You got all the content.
Gotcha.
Matter of fact, it's all you, bro.
Okay.
It's all you.
Cool. I think Menna told me she's on the way.
Oh, she's coming today?
Yeah,
All right,
she's
bet.
gonna be here.
Cool,
Then,
cool.
Yeah, we gotta record you, and then we gotta record her. And then Destiny said she's coming, so that's CeeLo. We got a lot of recording to do today.
Okay,
There's
all
a lot
right,
of recording
interesting.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Stay busy, man. That's
Yeah,
what's up.
nah, for
That's
real.
dope.
I like doing the people with short lines because we just doing like 3 takes,
In and out.
in and out.
Yeah,
like
it's
that's it.
funny.
Yeah, that's it.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I got the whole production happening.
Right.
I wanted to come by yesterday and see that, but
No, and this is a beautiful space to do it. I feel like everyone wants to do it more because they're in here.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, it
Yeah,
makes
definitely.
you want to do it more. Like,
That's true.
right.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
I feel like if we were doing this in like a garage or something, people would
garage.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? This is like, wow. I
Just
want to
being
do
in
something great in this room.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I like what I'm
Yep,
participating in here.
For sure, definitely. Niggas walk up and they're like, oh. Yeah. Good stuff, though.
Yeah.
Damn, how long we been going for?
It's been about an hour and some shade.
You got started at 1.
2 minutes.
Hour,
Okay.
2 minutes. Interesting. Okay.
Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Talked about the karma. We talked about the, give what we're doing. That's it for me. Anything else would be like external clips or something like that. But no, that's it for me.
All right, cool. Start setting
Oh
up.
yeah, yeah. Signing off. You know what I'm saying? It's the Give
Oh,
podcast.
Elijah, hold up. Promote yourself. Tell the listeners where to find you, bro.
Okay, you can find me. I mean, all my social media pages are private, but look up Fried Chicken on Webtoons. Type in Fried Chicken. Make sure you give it a 5-star because I already know you're gonna like it. Just make sure you give it a 5 stars.
Before you even read. just
Before you even read, give it a 5-star, then read. I mean, if you don't think it's 5-star, fine, whatever. But it's 5-star. Yeah. No, or it's like 1 out of 10. So give it a 10. Right now it's at 9. That kind of give me a cringe. You know what I'm saying? 2,000 people have seen it. It's at 9. I'm satisfied with that, but I think we can do better. So tell a friend to tell a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Keep reading. Just know next chapter's coming soon. It's gonna be better. It's gonna be faster. It's gonna be smarter. It's gonna be stronger. Fried Chicken smoking the best gas, you know what I'm saying? And stay tuned. All right. Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah. All right, bet. We out here. Give podcast. We out. Signing off. Yeah, like I said again, follow me at Peep This Shit on Instagram and Twitter. Follow Give at Go Give. Go to at Black Comic Fan on Instagram and www.blackcomicfan.com.
Word. And you can follow me on Instagram because that's really the only place I'm at YFNSO. That's where my music is. Why So The Dope. That's where my gaming clips are. Follow me on Twitter. Why So The Dope. I don't use it, but whatever. And be on the lookout for more podcasts because we got the Give podcast here on the Be Easy Podcasting Network. You feel me? We got the Give podcast. We got some new shit coming. Shout out my man's Uncle Justice. You feel me? We gonna get it popping with the podcast. So we gonna be here. Speaking of which, I need to talk to the management around this motherfucker. See if I can start doing some recording sessions here. Cause like Elijah said, this is a very inspiring place.
Very inspiring.
This shit will really
Makes you want to work harder.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm going to leave here and go be productive with my life for the next 24 hours.
I gotta go get some.
All right. So yeah, it's very lit in here. But yeah, man, Give podcast. We out here. Episode 5. Be on the lookout for episode 6 coming in whenever the fuck.
Yeah.